Okay, hi, this is Norm Campo again with Performance Metal Shaping. This is part 2 of our video. Now, let me refresh on where we're at. Basically, we're going to leave ourselves a little bit of a space. We're going to take this and we're going to start smoothing out this piece, okay? This is pounded into a sandbag. I'm going to do about half of this piece, okay? Now what I'm going to do is there's a little bit of a space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow myself a little bit of space to shrink, okay? It's just going to gather the metal down. And nice thing about the micro adjusting, right now I found it to be a little loose. While I'm working, I can tighten this up. Now we just roughed the panel in, okay? Basically, we just shrunk down all the dents and stuff, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it a little bit more pressure down, and I'm just gonna start raising all the low spots. So I'm just gonna turn it just a little bit so the die is touching now. Now I got it relatively smooth. Everything's stretched up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our air pressure way down, and we're going to do our final smoothing. Now she's pretty smooth. I've been going this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it and go in the other direction just to pick up a couple of my low spots real fast. And that's how that works. Nice and smooth piece. You do have hammer marks on this, but the minute you hit it with a sand it with a DA, it works real nice. In the next segment, I'll show you how to turn it even more. Now comparing it to the next machine over here, we're going to go over to this machine over here. What we got to do with this one, it's a little bit of a guessing game. Like I said, it's not a bad machine. It's just that it's more work than I really want to have. And I'm going to take a guess. Right about there is where I want it. I'm too loose right now. I got to give myself just a little bit more. So now I got to stop. Raise the post up to where I think I should be. We'll try that. Now for over here, I'm too tight. And we can just keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on this. And it really doesn't do, if you got a lot of time, it'll work. But to be honest with you, what you're gonna save in initial money to buy this thing, you're gonna spend it on time. One last thing I'm gonna show you is to take these dents out. That's a fairly good sized dent that I just pounded in this cover, okay? On this machine, I'm gonna go back to this die. This is an 1.5" radius die, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself just that airspace again because I want to shrink my metal. When you look through the die here, I'll have the cameraman come down. I don't know if we'll be able to see the airspace there, but there is a little airspace there. And that's basically going to gather the metal, but it's not going to stretch the metal. And that's what I want to do because this dent is a stretch, okay? Real low air pressure. Like I said, I can keep going back and forth with this micro adjuster. Like, see, right in here, right now, I'm awful tight. So I can just loosen this thing right up as I'm going. Right now, I'm really loose. You notice I'm going back and forth to my left side here just to keep making my adjustments. Now I just tightened it up. The reason why I tightened it up is going to give me my shape back. I'm going to stretch it up to where my shape belongs. We just brought our dent right back. So it does a real nice job on that. The other place that it does nice on is when you're gonna do real tight radius stuff like in here, or you're gonna do real small stuff. In one of our videos, we'll show you how to make some real small, high contour type stuff. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna sign off and we're gonna come back in a minute to show you part 3.